Hey guys, in this video we're going to create this dashboard design in Adobe XD. And by the end of this video you're going to learn all about my workflows in Adobe XD, including where to get resources such as icons and how to structure the file properly. By the way, if you're interested in speeding up your design workflow, you can consider UI kits. I personally built many UI kits over the course of the years, and you can find them all in the link in the description below. But without further ado, let's jump into the video. Alright, so let's get started, and as the very first thing we're going to basically create the side menu. And by the way, I created a frame already, which is 920 by 180 in height, so it's already been taken care of. And now let's go over here and let's add some sort of shadow, and we're just going to make it a little bit of, give it a little bit of blur. We're also going to remove the borders, so we have this nice differentiation between the two. And what we're gonna do is we're going to start adding some text. So the very first element is going to be dashboard. And after that, we're going to actually copy this, and I'm still used to some of the plugins. And actually, let me do one thing. I'm going to show the keyboard viewer so that you guys can see every single keyboard action which I'm taking. And I'm just going to go ahead here, add a few of these guys, and this one's going to be analytics. This one here is going to be trading, and this one's going to be notifications. All right, we also need a logout option like in every good app. And after that, what we're gonna do is we're going to center these guys and bring them so that they're center, referring to this to the specific side menu. Let's make them a little bit smaller. All right, and this is going to be a different style compared to my usual style, but I want to mix things up and give it a shot. Sometimes it's good to try and break either old habits or just different ways of doing things. Now, when it comes to the icon sets, I'm going to use the Nucleo library. However, feel free to use any other libraries that you prefer. Very similar ones is Feather Icons. You can go on Feather Icons, and I'm going to show you right away so that you guys can follow me. Feather Icons, and there you go. So basically this would be another cool place where you can find the icons, and these are all free, very similar in style to what we're trying to achieve. So yeah, that's that. And I'm going to go over here, search for all icons, and I'm going to search for dashboard, and I think I like this one right here. Oops, for some reason it basically covered the entire thing. So let me do one thing. I'll just grab these ones here, analytics, and I think this one would do the job. Trading, it's gonna be a tricky one. Trading, okay, yeah, something around these lines would definitely work. And let's go with this icon. And then notifications. So this would be this one. Now we only need the logout icon, and we're in business. All right, perfect. So I'm going to select all of these icons, and I'm going to lock. I'm just going to go over here and change the. Oops, this wasn't locked for some reason. Just going to lock lock them, make them 30. Okay, this is weird. I'm just going to eyeball the size, so I'm just gonna do like this. This one maybe a little bit thicker. Yeah. All right. I mean, there's different ways you can do this, but for the time being, I'm just going to like eyeball these icons. I'm not really feeling the weight of this one. I really want them to be some sort of consistent. Also, like these two, they're a different weight. So I'm just going to try some other icons. And I'm going to go with this option right here. I'm just going to make the border thicker. And there you go. I think I'll do the same for this one. I'm just going to make the border thicker, and I'm kind of like customizing the icons based on my specific needs. So as you can see, that's something that you can definitely do with the line icons. If you have this option, and let's go ahead here, and we have the same exact problem. So let's go ahead and let's find another icon. Perfect. So I think overall we're doing a good job with these icons. Now the next thing that we're gonna do is we're simply going to implement them inside the side menu. So let's go ahead and let's do just that. Right, 2.5. And we're in business. Right, let's move this one here. Let's move this one on the top. And I kind of want like an equal distance. How much is this one? 19, 21. Let's do 21. All right. This is looking good. For some reason, the 21 here is not really clicking, but okay. That's overall that's looking good. And what we're gonna do, just move this one up. I'm going to change the color of this one. This is going to be the main theme color of the entire app. Also going to change the color of these guys, so it's a bit less, how would you say, a bit less vibrant. Don't really want to give it all that visual emphasis. All right. Cool. This so far is looking good. Also going to change the font. Don't want to go with Helvetica for this one. I want to go with Lato. And or actually I'm going to go with Inter. But you guys can follow me by using Lato. All right, cool stuff. So I got these guys grouped, this one, and this one, and this one. So what I'm gonna do is just going to bring this one down. I'm just going to add some more space in between. And overall, I think this is looking good. Quite big side menu, but again, going with a slightly different style compared to what I'm used to, and that's always good to experiment with, really. Let's bring this one backwards. I can never remember how you do it easily in actually. Okay, so this overall it's taking place quite well. I just need to go back to the. So I'm so used to using Sketch nowadays that it's almost it feels like I'm forgetting bits and pieces. And here we go. It was hidden. I was just looking for the layers panel and managed to find it finally. So over here I'm just going to move these guys down and let's just change the color maybe of this one. And bring it down to like 10%. Maybe let's just keep the shadow. That's gonna work better. And one thing that I am missing though is some sort of radius. So I'm just going to add some radius right here. And we are in business. Let's make this one just a little bit semi-bold. Actually, not too sure about that. But let's make these guys a little bit lighter. And this is starting to look pretty cool. So we're done with the side menu. Now what I'm gonna do is to select this guy right here and duplicate it. And we're going to start and create some actual designs. So the very first thing that we're going to write here is overview. Welcome back, Andrew. And let's make this one maybe like semi-bold. And in a darker color. Perfect. So we're good to go when it comes to this element. Now we need a we're going to add some the profile right here on the right. I remember there was a plugin in order to fetch some assets, but I can't really remember which one it was. Oh yeah, this one, UI faces. UI faces is working. Don't really want, like, kind of want an image which is looking good. Okay, yeah, this would do the job. The only thing that I would do is to remove the border. Not really a big fan of the borders. We're just going to go with a shadow. All right, this will work. Now let's add here balance. Let's just keep it like this. And what we're gonna do is we're going to add some sort of yeah, maybe like some width in between, just to make it more visually interesting. These kind of elements works pretty well. And let's also add a divider. profits. Say we're gonna just make 950. And we're also going to add a triangle right here, showing the increase. I don't know if you can hear my parrot in the background, but it usually just talks when I'm making videos. It's quite remarkable, really. So, alright, profits here. We're gonna add also some losses. Let's make this one to be all caps all the time. Let's flip it vertically. And let's add this one right here. Okay, I think this will do the job. Perfect. Now I want to change the color of these guys right here because they're a little bit too pronounced as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, this is starting to look good. We're also going to add another section for currencies. And we're going to add Bitcoin. Yeah, surely have some Bitcoins, and we're gonna go with this one right here. Wish they had the Ethereum, but yeah, never mind. Gonna use dollars. We're gonna go with this one. Euro. Gonna go with this one right here, and also yen. And there you go. All right, so I think we're good when it comes to these guys. Just want to make the same height in between. Cool. So this is working well so far. I'm actually wondering if it's going to be worth just putting these inside of circles. Yeah, maybe let's do that. It's just going to be a little bit more visually interesting. All right. And I need to go back to the layers panel and bring it right on the top. We're just going to change the color on each and every one of these actually. Let's use this color right here. And we're going to remove the border and also just make this 10% opacity. All right. And now I need to take a small break and give something to eat to my parrot, otherwise it's just going to keep screaming on top of his lungs. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, and let's continue over here, and let's create some more of these guys. I'm just going to move all of these right here at the back. Let's just center these. So as you can see, it's kind of like a tedious process, but it's going to pay off in the end. It's going to look pretty cool, very detailed, and yeah, just how we like. Now, as you can see, as I'm scaling this down, we're having like this issue. So you know, it's totally fine for now. We just need to basically bring these guys here. I'm just going to add a little bit of more space in between. That looks cooler. And I am basically, oops, just going to select these guys, make the border size smaller. Cool. So yeah, overall I think this is looking good. If I can spell currencies. All right, perfect. So that's that. And now what we're gonna do, and by the way, I'm not really feeling the weight of these fonts right here. Too light, medium, yeah, medium would do. So all right, and another thing that we want to do with this guy is to change the background color. So kind of like want a hint of blue, maybe not too much. This is kind of all too much. So the shadow, let's make it a little bit less prominent, I guess. So this one right here. All right, so this overall is starting to look pretty good. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to duplicate these guys. I'm going to create a button. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm not that talkative today, is because I've been shooting so many videos recently. It's it's almost like I ran out of words. So that's that. But I really wanted to get this content out there, and you know, create this dashboard, you guys. So still here doing my thing. So add unit, and maybe want a plus. Or actually, we definitely want a plus. Also, it's kind of tricky to do design work and talking it through at the same time. It's like, I wouldn't say it's like doing like the work twice, but I'm definitely not the kind of person that when is in deep design mode would just like talk a lot. So definitely it's something which can be a little bit challenging compared to my normal work, but yeah, if you keep it like this, it's totally cool, and it's also good to kind of like go through the different like reasons why I'm doing sort of these kind of things. So yeah, it's kind of an interesting thing to do. So I'm just going to add a divider right here. All right, this is looking pretty cool. Let me group all of these. let me add some spacing. All right, this is starting to look. All right. So the very next thing that we're gonna do is I'm actually going to grab one of my dashboard UI kits and I'm going to add some elements, which could probably be these guys right here. And I just need to adapt them so that, you know, they're still going to make sense in this context. So basically nothing too fancy, we just have a bunch of lines and we're going to make these lines this color, and this one is going to be a negative. And what I want to do here is I want to change this from variable. I actually want to copy and then paste the appearance. Right. And I'm going to bring these ones up, these ones down. And I'm actually not sure if this is the style I want to go with. Probably let's give it a shot and let's add this. So as you can see, it's not like a fixed thing. You always need to like kind of like try and experiment with this stuff. Bring it to 0. Let's make this one medium. It's going to be Italian investments, I guess. Just going to move these ones down. It's going to be United States. It's going to be Canada. I'm also going to add these guys. By the way, I'm curious if you can leave in the comment section if during these times where I'm not speaking, you'd like to have like some music or some sorts, or if that's going to be like annoying or distracting from the process. I'm always wondering like what to do in these cases. Maybe like just like speed up the video, or you know, adding some background music, or I don't know. So if you can let me know, that would be greatly appreciated. Because it's one of those moments where you're either thinking hard about the design solutions or you're focusing on talking. I'm a man, so I can't really do two things at the same time as easily, I guess. But yeah, that's that. So I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to paste the appearance, and cool. This overall is looking pretty good so far. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to bring this guy up, and I'm also going to maybe just make this one higher in in height, and let's just bring this one down a little bit. I'm actually considering adding flags right here. I'm not too sure how that's gonna look like. Maybe I'm just going to add a table below, and that's where I'm going to add the flags. So yeah, maybe let's just keep it for like this for now. And let's do one thing. Let's select all of these guys. I'm going to duplicate them right here. And maybe one more. Is it going to fit? Ah, it's kind of borderline. Maybe we need some sort of like call to action, or we can simply do this. I'm just going to group all of these guys. I'm going to give them some more breathing room. And this is going to make a sense in just a moment. All right, so yeah, overall I think this is starting to look pretty well. Actually, let me just give it a little bit more. Yeah, maybe something around these lines would work. Let's try and stretch these lines a little bit. Yeah, that'll work. Let's change the units here. It's going to be all right. What am I doing? Yeah, literally. I had the other tool. So let's go right here. Let's write in Spain. It's going to be Japan. And this is going to be South Africa. Let's change the units. All right, so this is looking pretty good so far. I'm quite happy with it. Now, the next thing that I want to do is to add some sort of table. Maybe let's just duplicate this. This is going to be a table, so I'm going to give it a headline. Team members. I'm actually wondering if creating the table without no, actually let's do this. Let's duplicate this guy. Okay. Select these. Perfect. Perfect. I'm also going to duplicate this one, this element, and so we can have some other photos. And let's go here and let's rename this to Andrew Johnston. I'm going to use some tags. Top trader. Let's duplicate this. Let's make it way smaller. bring it here, and I'm going to give it a lot of radius, so it's completely a pill. Balls a little bit too much. Yep, this will do. Alright, this is already starting to take place. It's looking pretty good so far. Just going to group this element and just bring these guys up one time. Perfect. Now I'm going to duplicate this just a few times. And overall, I'm liking this direction. Just want to see if the spacing, yeah, I mean the spacing is a little bit off, so I'll just need to bring all of these guys a little bit more on the left, so we have some more space for the element which we're going to create in this area. Okay, perfect. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to change using the plugin the faces. Right, I just want to have a different color set. Okay. All right, so it's looking pretty well. Let's create some random names. All right, perfect. So now I'm going to change these tags right here. All right, this is looking pretty good. So the other element which we're going to add, and probably I'm just going to bring this one up again. It's going to be something around these lines, maybe we can add some sort of lines. By the way, this UI kit is going to be available quite soon, so you can actually leverage it directly if you want. And I'm just going to to grab this element and just going to use it here. Let's make these guys a little bit smaller since they're taking up quite a bit of visual emphasis in the process. So yeah. Let's bring these ones on the right. And now let's just change all of these fonts. And a little bit smaller. Cool. Now we're going to change these colors as well. Perfect. So the very next thing we're gonna do is we're going to actually add some countries here. This is going to be United States. It's going to be Italy and Spain. All right. Now I'm going to grab some flags. Spain, Italy, perfect. I'm just going to bring them here, make the flags smaller. Awesome. So far, so good. Probably I'm going to make these guys a little bit smaller as well. Just a bit. Alright, perfect. Now we need some sort of call to action to basically view more. Okay. Add it here as well. And we are in business. All right. I think this one is looking pretty cool so far. We're just going to clean it up like really quickly. We're not going to go like crazy when it comes to cleaning up. So I'm just going to use the renaming features here. Side menu. It's going to be the header, if you wish. Header section. Overview. And this is not how you would usually clean up the file, guys, but you know, just for the sake of this tutorial, this is not a client project. We can kind of like freestyle a little bit more and do all that stuff. So countries overview and team members. And the comparison. All right, so again, very very fast cleanup indeed. Let's just bring this one down, and yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. The very last thing that I need to do over here is to copy this and paste this appearance, so this is going to look good. All right, cool. So I hope this this video was useful, and I'll see you in the next one. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please leave a thumbs up, and if you're interested in learning more about UI UX design, both the tutorials and also the freelance aspect, I have over 300 videos sharing my experience of over 8 years being a freelance UI UX designer. And by the way, if you have any comments or questions, feel free to message me directly or leave a comment in the description below. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. See you in the next one.